What is going on, everybody? It is NexusComplex, and this is Game 2 of Season 2 of the Reasonable Pokemon League. And I am the head coach of your New York Nidokings. And this week we had a pretty sizable challenge ahead of us. We had the #1 overall draft pick staring us down on the opposite side of the field. And that was Galarian Darmanitan. And I don't think I need to explain to you guys why he is such a threat. He's literally been banned in a lot of places. But he's good. He's really good. Guerrilla Tactics is essentially Choice Band. But you can also use another item like Choice Band or Choice Scarf. So, yeah, Darmanitan is really good. And he was one of those Pokemon that deserves to go #1 overall, and I'm afraid of him. Rounding out the rest of the team, we have Mandibuzz, which is a very bulky Pokemon, can cause a lot of issues, is really good to switch into a lot of things, and it's just a bulky bird Pokemon that can do a lot of things, and it's dark typing, which makes it immune to Psychic. It's immune to Ground. It's a very good defensive typing. That was its A tier. For the B tier, they got another good defensive Pokemon in Jellicent. Jellicent, Water Ghost, immunity to normal types. It gets Water Absorb, so it's immune to water, potentially. And it's Ghost, and it gets to do all the things that comes along with being a Ghost type. It can Trick Room, set Will-O-Wisp. Its special attack's not horrible, so it can do Shadow Ball and Scald. It can just do a lot of things, and Jellicent can be very versatile. Another Ghost type, the C tier, was Runerigus. Runerigus is kind of like Jellicent, except ground typing, not as fast, but it can do a lot of good things, and it being ground type, it's immune to electric. Rotom Fan, probably the second to least popular of the Rotoms, but that doesn't make it bad. In fact, Rotom Fan has the highest accuracy of the secondary type moves that the Rotoms get to learn. So, you know, Rotom Heat gets Overheat, Rotom Wash gets Hydro Pump. So, Rotom Fan, it's not as strong. It doesn't get like Hurricane, but Air Slash is much higher accuracy and it has a flinch chance. I like Rotom Fan. Now for the free Pokemon that were on the team, they spent 180 points to get Aegislash. Aegislash is a beast. If you've played any type of competitive Pokemon, you've run into an Aegislash, it's really good. It's got good defensive typing in Steel and Ghost. Can be very bulky. It's got its special ability Stance Change and the move King Shield. So if you don't play right, Aegislash can mess up your team. Then we have 2 A tier Pokemon in Crawdaunt and Duraludon. Crawdaunt hits really hard. Dark typing, water typing, gets Aqua Jet as priority. It's a nice physical threat to have. There's always that pressure of it being a good revenge killer because of Aqua Jet. Choice Band Aqua Jet is pretty freaking strong, not gonna lie. Then you got Duraludon. Duraludon, Steel Dragon, so it actually loses that weakness to Fairy. And it actually loses, I think it's neutral to fire. Yeah, because of the typing, it's neutral to fire too. So it's got really good typing. Its abilities aren't the best in singles. Stalwart is great in doubles. Literally does you nothing in singles here. So unless you're using like Heavy Slam or something and using like Heavy Metal, that's really the only benefit. But Duraludon's a really good special attacker with really good typing. Mawile was a really sneaky good addition at the D tier. costs 40 points of our 500. And Fairy Steel, again, very good typing. It can resist a lot of things. You could switch it in and kind of feel good about a lot of switch-ins for it. And then last but not least is Leafeon, which Wolfie Glick got to #1 on a team. And Leafeon's got really good physical attack, quick enough. Its move pool's kind of shallow, but given the right circumstances, Leafeon can be a major threat. Looking at this team, I was expecting Darmanitan, Aegislash, Crawdaunt, Mandibuzz, Runerigus, and I thought he might bring Mawile, the fairy type, because I have Hydreigon. So that's what I'm thinking going into this battle. I'm kind of prepped for that as best I can. Yeah, I believe what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring Hydreigon, Gardevoir. I'll probably leave Seismitoad out. Hitmonlee, Drampa, Barbaracle, and I don't know about my 6th yet. You guys will see during the battle. Who the 6th Pokemon is. I'm not going to go over the spreads and all that stuff yet. If you guys want to, after the video, you know, comment or whatever, I can do another video, or in the future videos, I'll actually go over all my spreads and stuff like that. But, you know, the biggest thing is to just break down the team and just give my opinions before we go into it and see what happens in the battle. So, yeah, that's it for now. That's all for the analysis, and I guess we'll get into the battle. So, here we go. Alright, so getting into the battle, what I'm going to do is watch a replay of the battle. I'm playing it in like normal speed on Showdown, and I'm just going to kind of talk about what was going on. So at the beginning of the battle, in practice with this team, I've been leading Hitmonlee, and if they had a setter for hazards, I would switch into Xatu. I didn't expect Duraludon to stay in here, so the close combat, taking him out, couldn't ask for a better start at that point. I figured Jellicent was going to give him problems, so I got out. It goes to Burn. Super happy I switched in Drampa there. So he can take the Burn fine. I believe that he was expecting a switch in, is why he kept Shadow Balling and Will-O-Wisping. The thing that really killed me in this matchup was Drampa getting Thunderbolt disabled, because I believe I could have hit him with 2 Thunderbolts and then Draco'd him, and probably got rid of Jellicent, which wound up being a thorn in my side for a little bit in this battle. After the Draco, you know, there's really no point for Drampa to stay in. Switch to Hydreigon. I can take the Burn. I knew it was going to burn something, so I didn't want to throw out any of my physical attackers. At this point, I'm like, you know what? If I can get rid of this Jellicent with Draco, that's fine. He switched into Mandibuzz, which is even better. So I take it out with the boosted Draco, take out Mandibuzz, so that's another one of his walls gone. After Hydreigon takes care of that, I was fine to lose him to Darmanitan. It would have been hard for him to do too much more. Drampa actually was a pretty good matchup against some of his Pokemon here, because they were Ghost type and he's normal typing. And I didn't bring Hyper Voice for that purpose. So Thunderbolt starts hitting here, but I cannot do enough damage to get rid of Jellicent. And he's just recovering, which is smart. I mean, he knew that I couldn't kill him. So then I get him low enough, switch into Barbaracle, figure I'll get a Shell Smash off. I knew the Will-O-Wisp was a possibility, but I also did not think that I would die here. So I do for a second Shell Smash, just to make sure I have enough damage to get rid of this Jellicent. Because after this, it's pretty much just attackers. Aegislash has some bulk, but I don't think this Aegislash is set up to take many hits. I knew I was going to go down to the Aqua Jet here. I had nothing to do to prioritize it. But I knew Aqua Jet wouldn't kill Drampa. Did not expect the Thunderbolt to kill Crawdent though, so I was really happy with that. So now Darmanitan's just going to kind of pick up the pieces of Drampa. With Xatu here, I knew that Heat Wave wouldn't kill, but I was not... I figured that Gardevoir's Mystical Fire would not kill Aegislash, so I had to get some damage off from Mystical Fire to be able to kill. And then at that point, if I knew it came down to Hitmonlee and Darmanitan, Hitmonlee has a Focus Sash. So there's no way, unless I missed the close combat, which at that point just kill myself. But yeah, the close combat gets it, and I pick up the win. A super close match, a really good match, and a good start to the season for the second game, and I'm hoping we can keep the momentum going forward. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are going to watch for the rest of the season. And yeah, go New York Nidokings, baby. I'll catch you guys on the next one. This is NexusComplex, out.